When I was in the 7th grade, there used to be a convenience store right next to the school. The 8th graders and some of my friends used to go to the convenience store and purchase those big bags of Jolly Ranchers with the multiple flavors in them. Then, during lunch, when we'd all be playing soccer outside, we'd bust those bags open and everyone would start munching on Jolly Ranchers. We were like pit bulls that just saw a toddler, except the toddler was blue raspberry Jolly Ranchers. I swear, people used to fight for those blue corn syrup cylinders. Anyways, our math teacher got to know about our feeling for Jolly Ranchers and decided to take advantage of it. We would have our math class during 6th period before lunch. So, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, when we had this math class, she'd post a question on the board. We had to complete this question within the last 10 minutes of class in order to leave the class and go to lunch. However, the first 10 people to solve this question would be able to get any candy they want from her jar of candy. Which candies do you have there? You already know. Nothing but Jolly Ranchers and a couple rockets, but no one touched those. So, everyone would be waiting for the last 10 minutes of class to get a chance of finishing that one question to get that Jolly Rancher. The problem was that these questions were usually quite simple, so everyone would be solving them at around the same time. So, just getting to the front of the class felt like an Oklahoma drill. After you check your work, then you can get some candy from the jar. I can't tell you how many times kids would be angry or salty when they would miss out on some candy. In particular, this one girl, who we'll call Abigail, would always leave math class with a sour face. Either missing units or missing something, she'll constantly get the question wrong at first, missing out on a Jolly Rancher. Then, one day after school, I was walking out of the building and I saw Abigail. Then, I saw it. A peach Jolly Rancher. Now, if you know your candy, then you know the original Jolly Ranchers bags you see in Walmart contain cherry, grape, watermelon, blue raspberry, and green apple. And another thing I knew was that the convenience store down the street only sold these original bags, containing just those 5 flavors. Who did have these peach Jolly Ranchers? The math teacher, obviously. However, if you recall from earlier, she was always missing out on candy from math questions, just as she did today. So I asked her, "Oh, Abigail, where'd you get that candy from?" Okay. So, fearing for my life, I ran away until I saw our friends, all with the same tropical Jolly Ranchers. Peach, golden apple, lime, mango, all flavors not sold in the convenience store, but all of them in the math teacher's candy jar. And none of them got the question remotely right today. So, how did they get that candy? Now outside in the schoolyard, I heard some whispering. Among those whispering, I see my friend Ryan. I go up to him and I ask him, "Hey man, what's everyone talking about?" "You sure you want to know?" Yeah."
You sure?
"Yeah." "Alright, listen up. The math teacher leaves early on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So what Abigail did was sneak into her room, locate the jar, and get some candy for her and her friends. Genius. 2 days later, on a Wednesday, everyone was in math class, and the teacher just posted the last math question of the day. Usually, everyone would be rushing to get this question done. But today, people were taking their time. Don't get me wrong, people were still getting the question done, but there wasn't this usual stampede to get to the front. Even the teacher felt a little bit uneasy. It was at that moment that I knew something was going down today after school. 4 hours later, it was 3 p.m. School was finished. We all walked out of our last class, putting stuff away. The math class, which was just meters away from our homeroom, was in our view. Empty. Completely empty. First, we waited for our math teacher to leave and made sure the coast was clear. Once it was, we knew it was time. Ryan went first. "Good luck, man. I wish you the best." He went in. 1 minute passed. Then 5, then 10 minutes. At this point, I was freaking out. Was the math teacher still in the room? Did she eat Ryan? What do I tell his parents? Cautiously, very, very slowly, I went into the room. All I saw was Ryan running back and forth frantically. "Ryan, what's wrong?" "Where does she store the candy?" Good question." "Well, we don't have all day. We have to ask Abigail where the hell this thing is." We ran down the stairs, out the door, to the bus stop, where we found her, Abigail. "Where does the math teacher store the candy?" What's in it for me?" We'll get you some candy?" Deal. The candy store behind the math books, you dummies. Oh, okay. Makes sense. With this new information, we went back to the building, up the stairs, where we saw the math classroom. What did we see? Absolute pandemonium. Around 30 kids were standing around this jar of candy, scrambling for any last pieces. We knew, at that moment, we messed up. We had to act fast. Me and Ryan rushed to the center of the pile of bodies. I was tackling little girls just trying to get to the center. Left, right, center, I felt like the hero of a goddamn Bollywood movie. Then I saw it. The candy jar. I picked it up, and it was damn near empty. I opened the jar and picked up the only candies left, and me and Ryan dashed out of there. We ran down the stairs and to the bus stop. Abigail was waiting for us. So, what'd you get? I opened my hand. All I saw was 2 rockets and a cherry Jolly Rancher. I was heartbroken. The worst Jolly Rancher flavor with the worst candy. I gave the cherry Jolly Rancher to Abigail and the other rocket to Ryan. On the way home, while eating those dry pieces of chalk, I couldn't help but think about the absolute madness that's going to happen tomorrow. The next day, during first period, we all sat in our usual seats in homeroom, but there was a gloom across the classroom. Then, before class even started, the math teacher burst into the room. Who took my candy? Was it you? You? Or was it you? We all sat there, not knowing what to do. This awkward silence kind of ensued for the next 5 minutes. Then, she's like, alright, if no one wants to talk to me in public, you can talk to me in my office in private. There's no consequences for speakers. If no one speaks at 6th period, everyone in this room is in detention. Oh yeah, we also have a test tomorrow. Study for it. Panic set across the whole classroom. There was a Raptors game tonight. I can't afford detention. A couple of hours later, during recess, we had to make up a plan. We needed an excuse for the missing candy. It was me, Ryan, Abigail, and essentially the rest of the class there trying to decide our next move. 6th period was in an hour, so we needed to act fast. What if we pretend we don't know what candy she's talking about? Yeah, we can convince her she has schizophrenia. Great idea, guys. We can also convince her we're just figments of her imagination. No, guys, that's not gonna work. Use your brain. Fine, Abigail, if you're such a genius, what other idea do you have? You see that guy over there? David? Yeah, David. He's the new kid. He just came from Argentina last month. Why don't we just blame it on him? Wait, no, that's not fair. The guy barely knows English. Yeah, that way the teacher will go easy on him. She'll just think it's some weird Argentinian tradition or something. Man, you can go ahead and play him, but I'm not gonna throw him under the bus. That's alright, I will. Can Abigail, Ryan, and essentially the rest of the grade 7 class please come to the office? Here's a rule about life. There's always a nerd one step ahead of you. Upon reaching the office, there was Charles, looking all smug. Turns out he was there too, and he told on all of us. Needless to say, the whole grade 7 class, besides Charles, was in detention for the whole week. And for the Raptors games I missed, we just ended up getting swept by LeBron. Perhaps detention was a good thing.